Welcome for week number 8 of AP Research. This week we're going to be dealing with your initial inquiry proposal and again reminding you about your annotated bibliographies. So the initial inquiry proposal is basically, here's what I want to do. So there's a form and you could see it on the screen where you're asked, so what's your research question? Why did you pick it? When are you collecting your data? How are you going to be collecting your data? Describe your background so that we can buy that there's some credibility here. What methods are you going to use? Why are you picking those methods? What things are you going to need, or what things are you going to need to gather? What are your issues going to be? Do you need to get IRB? An opportunity for me to give you some feedback and then an approval. We have a month and a half to get this done, so it's due by November 30th. Hopefully we will all be well advanced before that point. You can only do an initial inquiry proposal once you happen to have your question. So you need your question first before you can figure out what you're going to do, but you can only figure out what your question is once you've done your annotated bibliography. So step 1, annotated bibliography. Step 2, get your question. Step 3, we could do your inquiry, so that then we can pull out and do IRB. What you're going to want to do ahead of time is you're going to try and sell your research, and we're going to practice this a little bit in class in something that's called an elevator pitch. You're actually going to end up putting this onto Flipgrid, and then you'll get feedback that way. But basically all you have in an elevator pitch is you have the length of the elevator trip in order to sell an idea, which means you have to be short, quick, to the point, be snappy, don't be too technical. So I wish to give you an example of an elevator pitch. This one here was halfway decent.
Hi everyone, my name is Samantha. I'm a graduate student at Virginia Commonwealth University. I'm in the Department of Pharmacotherapy and Outcome Science. And my overarching research goals are to improve health outcomes among underserved populations. So I'm working on a project right now that I'm really excited about, dealing with therapeutic lifestyle changes among homeless patients. So lifestyle changes like things like diet, exercise, smoking cessation. And I'm using a community engaged approach to identify barriers to TLC. And then based on feedback from patients, providers, social service workers, and other members of the community, I hope to develop interventions to facilitate TLC in these patients. So if this is something you're interested in, you can read more about it on my blog. I would love to hear your feedback, so please leave me a comment. You can also follow me on Twitter. I'm at PharmaSys with an underscore. And thanks for listening. I look forward to hearing from all of you. Bye.
So that one there was a bit long, but she had about 6 to 10 seconds of fluff at the end. But basically she gave you an overview of everything that she wants to do and why she's going to do it and how she's going to pull it off in, 45 seconds, 50 seconds? That's the goal of your elevator pitch, is sell us what you want. So again, step 1, annotated bibliography. You should have at least 10 sources. I'd prefer 15, 20, 25. The more you have, the better this will be. They should be reliable sources. They should be credible sources. You run through the test of PARC or CRAP, depending on which one you prefer to say. Once you have that, you figure out your research question. Once you have your research question, we can then go through and get our initial inquiry proposal done so that you could then go through IRB, because we need to get all of that stuff done as soon as possible, because once we have this done, we can start doing your research and start analyzing things and get the show on the road.